Got Rocky on the fiddle, Frank's back on the drums. Dan plays mean bass guitar, me, I'm just having fun. Gonna sing us some songs that's got some soul. You can bet your next paycheck, boy, it ain't no rock and roll. Old Merle's on the burner before old Webb comes in. Stonewall's in the corner just a-waiting for his turn. Mr. Snow wants to know when he's moving on, 'cause him and Chet have gotta do it, it'll last until the dawn. Gonna have me a good time tonight. Now Lefty's always late, but he'll soon be here. There's a couple of hanks that's got my thanks, there's a tear in my beer. Old Porter's gotta look like he's got a satisfied mind. Mr. Casher shows up, all gonna walk the line. Waylon and Willie are standing by my side, and the blue yodeler, he's a-waiting for his ride. Gonna have me a good time tonight. We'll sit out on the back porch and let the music roar. Take us back to honky-tonks and hardwood dancing floors. When the songs on the jukebox only cost a dime, you knew by their voice the singer of the rhyme. Gonna have me a good time, let's all have a good time. Have us a good time tonight. Oh, and we are having a good. We are. This is nice being out in front of people and everything. Well, I'm going to do a few songs that I wrote, a few in the last year or so, and so I can confuse Dan as much as I can. Dan and I have worked a long time together, but new stuff. Some old pain. I've got better things to do than riding this old train. This train of party, this train of memories keeps roaring back to what used to be. This train of loneliness, this train of better things to do than riding this old train. I knew, yes I knew from the start you weren't mine. Destinies would barely touch in time. All these years later, I'm still standing in the rain. Better things to do than riding this old train. This train of party, this train of memories keeps rolling back to what used to be. This train of loneliness, this train of emptiness, I've got better things to do than riding this old train. Better things to do. How do you know? How can you tell how the world spins between heaven and hell? Deceivers dance twixt your eyes each day, slowly taking your will away. You'll never win, you'll always lose. Step in time that propagandized news. You can't believe 'cause you're made to play just how much you give your will away. Will away, will away. Why must you give your will away? Persuaders stole your will away. Perhaps someday you may find there's strings attached to your precious mind. Spell on you, you'll have to pay. There's always a price when you give your will away. Will away, will away. Why must you give your will away? The world's not black and white, it's gray. The persuaders stole your will away. Why must you give your will down on my luck? All my friends are dead or gone, nobody gives a care about what I do, where I go. What happened to the life I used to know? I married young, I married wrong. That woman and me just sang a different song. Years rolled by, now I'm all alone. Guess life caught up to this rolling stone, running out of steam, running out of Thank you. Thank you. What's a boy to do? Yeah. Here's a little ditty called What's a Boy to Do? And I'm not quite sure what he should do. First time that I saw you walking down the street, girl, my heart did a flip and a double twirl. Oh, baby, what's a boy to do? Never in my life has there ever been anyone to make me jump through the hoop into the burning sun. Oh, baby, what's a boy to do? 'Cause you look me in the eye and you said unequivocally, get over here and sit by me, boy. Ain't got no smarts, what's a girl to do? I guess I have to take a little bit of time to explain it to you. You wrap me in your web so doggone meticulously. Never had a chance of ever breaking free. That don't matter, what's a boy to do? Now we sit at home, you're my loving wife. When I catch your eye, I'm still surprised at my dumbstruck luck. What's a boy to do? 'Cause you look me in the eye and you said unequivocally, get over here and sit by me, boy. Ain't got no smarts, what's a girl to do? I guess I have to take a little bit of time to mansplain it to you. Thank you. I'm sorry? Oh, we could have kept going. How about Adios Amigo? Yeah. I'm sorry? C? A. I used to love you, my taste had changed. The things that matter, not love in vain. You spun me on your spit, girl, just a little too long. Now I'm headed down the road with nowhere to go. Lived in the past way too long. I'm grinning as I sing my Adios Amigo road song. It's all your fault, girl, I'll take the blame. It just don't matter, lost love's a pain. I ripped my rearview mirror off, looking back just felt wrong. I'm headed down the road with nowhere to go. Lived in the past way too long. I'm grinning as I sing my Adios Amigo road song. Yonder comes the sunrise, bright new day. Dreams are waiting, what can I say? I'm never gonna stay, girl, where I don't belong. Now I'm headed down the road with nowhere to go. Lived in the past way too long. I'm grinning as I sing my Adios Amigo road. me go. Thank you. I'd tell you about these songs, but it don't matter, I guess, in some way. Because we got 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Wow. Could do a couple more songs. Which one do you think, random or?
Well, that's topical.
Huh?
That's topical.
All right, here's a song I wrote several years ago. It's called Random Synapse Fire. Everybody know what random synapse fires are, right? Kind of like brain flatulence.
It's a damn good thing it's not sing-along.
It was a random synapse fire on that cold, cold night that made me want to ask her if she'd be my bride. It's nothing I could prove, especially in a court of law, but a random synapse fire's gonna be my downfall. It was a random synapse fire when I cursed my boss, told him stick it where the sun don't shine. Now he don't believe that's not what I meant to say. A random synapse fire got me fired today. All the neurotransmitters open ion channels in that postsynaptic cell membrane, causing depolarization, leading to potential having no one to blame, no one to blame. It was a random synapse fire when I flipped the bird to that biker walking down the street. And when I woke up, I knew right away a random synapse fire took my front teeth today. It was a random synapse fire to bomb around. Sometimes they mean what they say. History's been proven with time. Random synapse fire bringing bad news our way. All the neurotransmitters open ion channels in that postsynaptic cell membrane, causing depolarization, leading to potential having no one to blame, no one to blame. It was a random synapse fire when I wrote this song, played in the middle of the night. And if it don't make sense, that's the way it's meant to be. A random synapse fire's always been a mystery. Thank you. There's a song I wrote called Man of Few Sorrows. Except, you know what? That's another one E. Why do I write so many songs in E?
Because it's the law. That's why you write songs in E, Jason. I think John Cash said that was the law, right?
Drive an old pickup truck, rust is showing through. Jeans are torn and tattered, my memories worn out too. And I know my yesterdays outnumber my tomorrows. But I tell you, son, I'm a man of few sorrows. I buried some friends that weren't as fast as me. Had my share of high life in a low society, and them cowboy ways, never beg, steal, nor borrow. That's what made me a man of few sorrows. I made my mistakes, had my price to pay. erase what's already done. And I'm wise enough to know tomorrow never comes. I've straddled the fence between virtue and sin. I've been places that I wished I'd never been. Though I've done some good, I never rested on my laurels. All in all, I'm a man of few sorrows. I've made my mistakes, had my price to pay. I've shed my share of tears along life's dark highway. And I can't erase what's already done. And I'm wise enough to know tomorrow never comes. I'm sorry?
I remembered it about halfway through.
Well, we got about 7 minutes. We can do, well. Xenophobia?
Yeah.
Here's a little song I wrote, unfortunately, about 10 or so years ago, and it's still fairly valid, I guess.
Yeah, I think we did this at the Folk Festival 10 years ago, and he was worried that it wouldn't be relevant by the time we did the Folks Festival. But unfortunately, it's still relevant. So.
Listen close and I'll tell you things you don't want to know about this world we live in and the dog and pony show. Paranoia's in your face everywhere you look. The pundits and the neocons have got you by the hook. The sky's falling, the sky's falling, and there's nothing you can do. Fear your neighbors, their religion, and their funny customs too. You got a raging case of xenophobia blue. Teabaggers on the border want a fence to reach the sky. Lurking in the shadows, there's another reason why. Discredit the government and sell it off, you see. With corporations licking chops, grinning greedily. The sky's falling, the sky's falling, and there's nothing you can do. Fear your neighbors, their religion, and their funny customs too. You got a raging case of xenophobia blues. Now corporations own the soul of every living man. Well, maybe not yet, but that is the master plan. Considered a person by the courts, you do the math. But without a heart and soul, they created a sociopath. The sky is falling, the sky is falling, but there's something you can do. Love your neighbors, tolerate religion, and for God's sakes, turn off the news. It's the only cure for xenophobia blues. Thank you. Well, I got time for maybe one more here. Let's see. Here. Thought I brought my people. I guess I didn't.
Oh, shit.
That's all right. Oh, wait a minute. I did have it. You want to tell them about the song?
Which one?
Hello in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's about a year ago that John Prine died, and apparently we both shared some love for John Prine. Anyway, I always said that Hello in There was probably the saddest song that was ever written, but it's also a pretty cool sentiment. And
You know, he was only 25 years old when he wrote this, and the what he was able to perceive at that age is something else. Well, I'm going to do a little version of that for you. City. Me and Loretta like living there. It's been years since the kids have grown a life of their own. They leave us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha. Joe is somewhere on the road. We lost Davy in the Korean War. Still don't know what for, no matter anymore. Know that old trees just grow stronger, old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. Me and Loretta don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen, and all the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream we both seen. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We'll work together at the factory. What'll I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, how about you? Nothing much to do. Know that old trees just grow stronger, old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. If you're walking down the street sometime, spot some hollow ancient eye, please don't pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there, hello. Well, that concludes. I'd like to thank the Folk Festival. I'd like to thank Dan for coming up and playing with me, and had a great time. Thank you all.
Jason Stone and Dan Sorensen, let's give it up.